I think that I've been interested in like the creative field throughout my life, and even thinking of getting into a theory field was actually some. It was like, how do I put it? I was thinking too big because I know I'm not that great at sitting and doing theory and memorizing books and all that. And I was initially thinking of psychology and stuff like that. And it's a very heavy theory subject, and I should have known that something like that wouldn't have. It's not my cup of tea, and I think I realized that in 12th while studying. I'm in humanities, which is full of theory, and in 12th I realized while studying all of that that's not something I can do very easily. Meanwhile, any design project that came across or any art project that came across, I was able to do it with passion and I was able to do it quite efficiently actually. And I even enjoyed doing it. So it was a good experience. And overall, I just realized that maybe the creative field is where I'm meant to be. So I should have gone with what I've been doing all these years.
So why did you reach out to us?
Mainly because I was very confused about which field I should take. Because what I was feeling like I shouldn't get into art or design or anything because I didn't want it to become an everyday thing and eventually get bored of it. And because I feel like even though I wanted to do psychology or like do art therapy or something along that lines, I still had my doubts about it because I wasn't confident in picking it up. So I was pretty confused. So I felt that a little bit advice would be a lot of help.
And did it help to have the sessions? I mean, how did it help?
Yes, yes, definitely. In fact, the course you recommended after the session is exactly what I'm doing, which is communication arts or like visual communications. And I feel like it's more suited to me because it's not really completely art oriented. It's got a lot of other things and it's a very broad course. And eventually, I can find something I like in it and choose to pursue that further instead of doing something I don't like, such as psychology. And I feel like that could just lead to my life being monotonous. It might work for somebody else, but it's not for me. Like a lot of my friends are doing psychology, and I feel like it's very like they really like it. They have a passion for the subject that I don't, so that's why they'll enjoy that field. But for me, I happen to like the subject, but it's not like I have any passion for it. So for me, it's just, oh, this is how it is, and that's it.
How about, when we sit and we discuss and we chat about all the other things that come up in our assessments? Do those self-reflection pieces help you in any way?
Oh yeah, in fact, my mom and I were discussing after the session that day that it was very accurate. In fact, it like pinned me down to who I am, and it was good to hear because it's, I know those things about me, but to hear it from somebody else is like refreshing.
Did it give you like a foundation to be able to kind of look forward to what to do next? Was
Yeah,
that
sure. It gave me an idea of what kind of field I would be good. I would be okay with, and what kind of field I wouldn't be okay with. Like it became very clear to me that something where there's a routine every day and all wouldn't work out for me. So it gave me a lot of idea what about who I am as a person and what I would like as a person.
per se? Do you recommend these kind of sessions for students, Beta?
It depends. If a student has already been working for something for so long and they're already very dedicated towards something, then obviously they don't need something like this because they know what they want. But there are many like me who are like for me, I had a little bit clarity because I knew that it was either field or something like psychology or something else. But there are many who have absolutely no idea what they want to do and they have no field that they're interested in, nothing they like at all, like nothing they really looking towards. So for them, I feel like this would be extremely helpful because at least it helps narrow down their choices than make them because now there are so many different fields. So at least it gives them an idea of what kinds of fields they might be interested in. So even for me, it was very helpful, but I'm sure it would have been ultra helpful for somebody who had no idea what to do at all.
Do you think in a system wherein it's being done in a rushed manner, like 40 students are being undertaken, for career counseling, like it sometimes happens, and everybody is given maybe a test and say maybe 15 to 20 minutes or a half an hour time slot. Do you think that can do, as much justice as the detailed sessions, or are the detailed sessions worth it? That's what my question really is.
I feel like the test can be administered in a group, like all 40 can give the test at the same time. But I feel like the personal interaction that I had with you, like when you spoke to me and we spoke about everything, I feel like that was the most important part of you yourself, like understanding what kind of thing would be best for me, because I feel like the test doesn't give all the information you need. Like, if I'm being honest, the results that the test itself gave were not things I was very interested in, but what you recommended to me, like personally, that was what I was really looking forward to. So while the test can be administered in a group, I feel like personal interaction is needed.
Confused stage at that point of time. In fact, she was the one who said, because schools do offer, but then of course it's a different thing when it's one-to-one counseling. So she also was very confused about career choices, whether, as she said, whether should she take up art as a career, because she felt she might lose interest in whatever is her passion. And a lot of, she was also going through her own phase of deciding what to do, and then giving, because it is a little stressful when you don't know after 12th what. So when you work towards that, knowing ki ha, okay, I have something to, after 12, this is what I'm going to do, it helps a lot. And I feel as a parent, like if I compare, yes, parents of career counseling was not there. Most parents say, "Arey, hamare waqt to nahi tha." But I think that time choices were also very few. No, but there are so many options. And I feel as a parent, I didn't know about like this post that you suggested. I had no clue about. So, when it's always nice to reach out and take the right guidance, because it helps the student also prepare for what is after 12, and gives them the confidence also to do it, and they look forward to it.
Right.
Because otherwise it's very confusing, and it is. So I feel in that sense, definitely it helped all of us a lot. So in fact, she had the clarity. Then
Initially, after you gave the summary, I wasn't very confident in what you recommended, because I was still thinking that what you recommended was in the creative field and I really shouldn't be getting into it. But then I thought about it a lot, and I think it took me about 3 to 4 months to realize that that's where I'm meant to be, and like other options are not, like, this is the best option for me. And then I started looking into it. I started looking at the course structures, like colleges in it, and then I realized that looking at the course, that's exactly what I would want to do in college. It was very vast and very good. So I was very happy. So it did take me a while to get used to the course you recommended, but now there's no other course I would want to do.
it's been a long time since we caught up, and I remember seeing your posts on Facebook.
Right, right.
You were connected to Facebook. So I said,
Yeah.
"Okay, oh, great, Srividya is into counseling." So I said, I know you as a person. I know that whatever comes from your side would be genuine. And, it's like, what would be best? Give her the direction, and you left it, which actually helped her a lot. Because I think she also did her work so she could arrive at a decision. So that was her decision.
Yeah.
Finally, you molded it in such a way that it will be her decision.
No, and it is her decision. It's not me molding. It's me showing you the mirror. You see yourself. Now you stare hard at yourself. Now you decide which way are you going.
That independence that you gave, where she could think by herself and gave her the time. So I think that really helped her a lot.
We want to build awareness, but we want you to make your own choices. Because that's when you stick to your choice. Because whatever you make, no choice, there will be plus and there will be minus. So to acknowledge the pluses, enjoy them, and to work through the minuses, that grit comes only from taking responsibility for your choice. So that's something that, I really focus on, that I will not tell you exactly, but I'll give you direction. That compass should help you. And then it's a journey ahead. Yeah. So that's just to share, why we do it this way. And I know there's pressure on me sometimes to say exactly which course. Do I do 3-year? Do I do 5-year integrated? Do I do this institute, that institute? Personally, I feel those are individual choices that we can make. So I'll then go back to just asking questions that help them make those choices.